Math, loved by some, hated by others. In this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to write interval notations and what the benefits of it are. Interval notation. Sounds complicated, but in reality it's not. It's really simple and I'll show you why. First, let's start by knowing that an interval is the x values that are within the range of a starting point to an ending point. If you were to create a table with all the possible x values for this particular example, well, you'll end up running a lot of numbers, because the arrows are showing that the graph is continuous, which means that it goes on forever. So if you were to write an interval notation for this particular graph, you will need to write -infinity, infinity inside parentheses. Confused, huh? Well, let's look at a simple example. Let's write this example. What do we do when we have an open circle present in our graph? Well, the answer is again simple. You just write your two numbers, then you write parentheses next to the one that has the open circle, and the one that has the closed circle you write it with a bracket. A bracket means that a number is included. Let's try this other example. Yeah, now our interval has two open circles, so you might be wondering, how do we write an interval notation for that? Once again, I'll guide you through it. You write your two numbers, and then look at your interval for open and closed circles. Since both circles are open in this particular graph, then you write a parenthesis. That's right. Just write it and you are done. Now let's get into real life examples. Have you ever looked at the front of our school and wondered, that kind of looks like a parabola, doesn't it? And if you were to come up with an equation for that, you will get y is equal to -0.14x squared plus 4.39x minus 25.92. Now, I have a little challenge for you. Try to write an interval notation for the graph. I'll give you 10 seconds. While you're doing that, I'll be showing you this really cute dog video. If you came up with -infinity, infinity, then you're in really good shape. You might say, why don't you write this notation using the brackets? Well, the answer is that infinity is not a real number. It's just an approximation. You can get as close as you want to infinity, but you'll never be able to reach it. And that's where the limits come in play. But let's leave that for another video. Guys, can you guys hear me? The Canadians have finally captured me, and I'm gonna need your help. But to do that, all I need from you is your credit card number, the 3 digits in the back, and the expiration month and year. But hurry up before you get killed by those Canadians.